Hey y'all, hey, you are watching and listening to Lex.Between the Lines. I am your host, Lex. Now, I am going to be on my best behavior today. I'm lying. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because let me tell y'all something. This is my first time. This is my first intro to this author. And I go into books blind, and I had no idea what I was going into. But let me just tell you right now, I'm going to try my best to stay between the lines and not spoil it for y'all. But I got so many questions. I got so many questions. But first, I'm going to let this author introduce herself.
Yes, hey everybody. This is SM Love, and I recently dropped The Space Between, and look, we're going to have a good old time. I write women fiction and romance. What I gear towards is really giving you something that you thinking about. Like when you read my book, I really want you to really think about some things. So I always say is women fiction wrapped with romance. You know, so that is what I do. I have 6 books out. Two are novels, full-size novels, and the other 4 are novellas. I'm a big holiday person, so majority of my novellas is holiday themed. So I have a 420 novella, a Valentine's Day novella, Christmas novella.
So that means I got 4 more books to catch up on. I'm down
Yeah.
2. So I need to go and catch up on them 4. Now,
Yes.
you said this is more like a women's fiction
Hmm.
romance.
Yes. Rap with romance. Yes. Yes. And I say that because romance will get your attention. But once you read my books, you're like, hold on, this is deeper than romance. So it's like, back in the day when rappers came out, they always had a gimmick to get your attention, to hook you, and then you see, like, okay, it's not really like that. So that's how I kind of describe my books when I say that to people and they bust out laughing because it's the truth. Like, you'll be like, oh, this is a romance. And then when you read it, like, oh, no. This not no romance. She up here got me thinking.
I'm glad you said that. That's why I was like a women's fiction because I felt like, and you said thinking, I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I was sitting in on somebody's therapy session.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I go into these books blind. And I actually started with book 1.
Hmm.
Cause I said I need to know who these people. I need to know who these people are. I know it could be like a standalone, but then I
Hmm.
don't want to be reading and I don't know who these people before
Uh-huh.
like mentioned in the book. So I started with Nisi Poo,
Uh-huh.
and I said, and then we started seeing Simone mentioned in the book and stuff, and we
Mm-hmm.
hear about her and this car wreck and stuff with Mo, and she was the guy in the
Mm-hmm.
wreck trying to get to the D.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, I said I'm a little childish because this is grown up. This is a grown up book. This was a grown up book. The characters were a little older than what
Mm-hmm.
I normally than the books that I normally read. And I ain't gonna, and I'm gonna tell you I'm childish because I said I'm a little toxic. And as I'm, I was like I said, I go into these books blind. I wasn't expecting to go in and get schooled, and I was like really, I was like, oh my god, when Niecy started breaking down like her feelings, and they started, you know, talking
Mm-hmm.
about how her past relationship with Lamar bitch ass, because that was real foul how you did my
Yes.
girl,
Yes.
but you caused her to put up all of these walls, and then we see you wrote it to where you she went in and broke every, like she was so vulnerable. And I said,
Yes.
"Is this lady a Are you a therapist, Miss Love?"
So I
Cause
it's
what?
crazy because yes, well, not a therapist, but my major is psychology and TV production, so it's crazy. So yeah, I had yeah, yes. And so I love the fact that I'm able to basically combine the two.
You said
Yeah.
psychology. Okay, that
Mm.
makes so much
Mhm.
sense. Oh my God. And then the way you had this man go in and break down his feelings, what in the world? How, like, I'm trying. Because I have never read a book where a man that went in and broke his feelings down so much and laid them out bare like that. Like I said, I read
Yes.
toxic shit. Stalker.
Mhm.
I read a lot of Stalker where it's not really a
Yes.
build up like this, or it's not an emotional breakdown. Like you went in and then they both were able to get their feelings out and then like separate and then to come together.
Yes.
How did being a psychologist and writing this, like, how did that come into play? How did that go hand in hand?
Because well, one is just I by me having that background, I want to hit topics that's not discussed, or even have my main characters like interact in a way that's, kind of on the surface, like the love is still there. So when it came to even with Worth the Risk, how the main thing that I wanted to get to is like communication
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that a relationship, like, you have to work at it. So when Jalen keep telling her like, I need someone present, I want to be with you, I'm not like your ex. And also with Denise, it was like you have to let that wall down. Even no matter how many times you get hurt, it should never stop you from wanting to experience someone loving you. And it just come from experience, like especially, with anybody, but mainly with women, like we get our heart broken and we kind of on ice for a while, and we have that wall up, or we already counting it like, you know this not gonna last, so this person gonna hurt me like how the past. But no matter what, that should never stop you from experiencing love or letting that person love you, because you never know. We automatically assume that stuff will go bad, but what happened if shit go right? What happened if this person really is going to love you like how you want to be loved, or how you need to be loved, how you desire to be loved? No, it's not going to come in your how you feel like it should come, or even from the person that you think it's going to come from, but it's coming and we deserve it.
Honey, and then the fact, let's talk about the age of the characters. Because as I
Hmm.
said, a lot of times the books that I read, the characters aren't as old, like 30 and above.
Hmm.
And that probably say something about my reading too, but that's another. How important was it to write these mature, to show this side of a mature character in your books, as opposed to writing like a young age under 25?
So it was very important because where I'm at in my life, I'm an auntie. I'm what y'all call auntie. But not no season auntie now. I just answer it. But it was just important just to show like these um late 30s characters, like we want love, we like to get down, we still, like to party, we still have that sisterhood, we still want to go out. Like it's just I'm at with my writing, like this is just what I want to showcase. And want to showcase like me and tell stories of me and my friends and how we interact. Like We
So
go
you
out
said
weekly.
like you and your friends. So this friend group, is it based on any of your friends or any personalities? We got any traits with the
Yeah.
character? Why you laughing hard now?
Yes. 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 Okay.
Do they know? Like, have you told your friends like what character resembles? Have they read your
No.
book?
So yes, they have read my book, and that's the. Let me tell you, when they read Worth the Risk, they was like, "Hold on, what friend am I?" Like they was up here playing the guessing game. Like I think Simone is me, or I think Kia is me. I think Dania is me. So, and even one of my friends, her name is Dania. So when she saw that, she was like, "Oh, it's a Dania in the friend group." But yes, because my girls, they are my girls. Look, we have a kiki time. Now the stories is I don't want because they all like, was this story about me or is it gonna have my stuff? No. I had to tell them like, look, no. So all my friends, I actually took a piece of them and fit them into the characters. So like with Simone and with Denise, it was like a little bit of each of my friends into make Denise. And that's the same with Simone. Um, but yeah, yeah, my friends was the inspiration.
You took two of your friends to make Simone and Denise.
Yeah, honey. You see what was going on? You see, you see. Now, come on now, Simone that put Maurice into therapy. He had to go see. He had to start therapy after messing with Simone. So,
Now that you say that, Simone was. I could, cause on one hand, Simone and ooh, I wanted to hate. I was like, somebody got to do some toxic shit so I can hate them when they break up, like Lamar bitch ass did. Cause I
yes.
was like, I know you love Maurice, and I know Maurice loved you, but y'all not here, and
Mm-mm.
so I don't I like. I need to be able to hate him because I want to be able to root for Moses,
I
baby.
know. Look, you see how I did that because it would be easy to, you know, write basically a love triangle and make the person that she with the worst type of dude ever, and make it be like, okay, chef is an easy choice. So when I was writing, I said, nah, I have to mess with y'all a little bit. I have to like, pull some strings, really have y'all really sit and think. So no, I'm gonna make Maurice that good man. Like you reading it like, oh, he love her. Like this man just want to take care of you, Simone. What is you doing?
I
Like
was
he
looking for flaws. I was looking
Mhm.
for flaws. And then when I finally found one, I said, oh shit, okay, it's gonna come into play now. What he's gonna do some shit, it's gonna mess up and it's gonna fuck. But you said, no, that's not
Mm-mm.
what we finna do. And the fact she was kind of two different people, like both of them got a different version of her.
Yeah. Yeah, that is absolutely right. Yes.
And how
Yes.
you said that you didn't want it to be a love triangle, I said this is why I gotta start reading and researching first because I said it's just gonna be like a why choose. But then Chef said I don't share emotions, body,
Right. Yes.
my
You heard. And look, when I was writing it, I was headed that direction. I was trying to make it a wide choose. When I tell y'all I was trying to make it a wide choose, I was trying to make it a wide choose. But when I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about this, I'm like, Chef is too much. He not going for that. He ain't gonna go for you saying you want him and somebody else. Like he ain't down. He ain't gonna go for that. So I was like, nah, this is it's not gonna happen that way. Like I was trying it, but while I kept like going deeper in the story, I'm like, both of my men is not giving this. Maurice is not giving it, and Chef is like damn sure not
I
giving it.
don't know now because at one point I thought Maurice would do anything to keep. I was so mad because I said when I read that and it said that I realized they all wasn't gonna be together. And I said, because Maurice seemed like he was the type that he was so in love with her and he wanted to be chosen and stuff, and I understand why. But I was
Mhm.
like, he felt like the type who would have accepted it to be with her.
Yeah, You saw that hallway scene? Listen.
It was too, I said, y'all was too grown. Cause what? Ain't no hollering. And like, everybody was just, that's what I said. What the fuck is going on? I want to throw my phone so bad. And then you just walk off. Boy, you just caught them booed up in the hallway. And she came there with you looking good, smelling good. And then you catch her in the hallway with another.
uh, and he just like, you already chose it. Because, and let me tell you, I I wanted, like, I was like, I could have had took it there. Like, have him have a whole fit in the hallway. Him and Chef about to fight, about to throw down. But then I'm like, they neither one of them is giving that vibe. Like, it just
Mm-mm.
wasn't the vibe I was feeling. And then the fact that this is Simone event, this is her biggest event that she been talking about. I'ma let her whole event go to shambles like that off of that. And so no, but I had Maurice like also with it, like Maurice when he was there, he was like, you already chosen. Like, you chose him. He even said he's chef standing next to her, like,
Chef didn't
this is his
move.
woman.
And
Yes.
he was secure in his position. He was just so sure.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said these some professional, mature characters, and that's why I said I gotta really start evaluating what I be reading because baby, I'm used to them flipping top. Matter of fact, they would have been the spread out
Yes.
the.
Uh-huh.
Because it's the
Maurice
fact
would have
that
been pow pow.
do you hear me? That's why I said I be reading some off the wall stuff. So now that I read something just so chill and had me in my feelings, like I really I had to think about like I had to go in and dissect because like I said, I felt like I was sitting in on a couples like a separate therapy session and then a
Mhm.
couples therapy session.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
Maurice, the way you kind of stood there and you watched first. Like you watched all of their interactions, the way they were just so comfy and cozy together.
Mhm.
And you stood there and watched enough until you came out and made your presence known.
Yes. And then
And
he was like, he just had to go. It wasn't even worth it because she didn't want him. After him seeing that, he already know, like, you didn't. And that's why when they did their last meet up, I mean, no, when they was at Hell Kitchen, like he said, like, you didn't choose me. You didn't want me. Like, that right there, I want to be chosen.
And even when he messaged her, like he was like, "Can we talk?" and she was like, "Sure." They were still so cordial. Like he was
Hmm.
still like a gentleman, cordial. Like
Hmm.
we know his feelings were hurt, but
Yes.
didn't show
Yeah.
it at all.
Yes, his feelings was hurt. But yeah, because what he could have, like, they could have fought, but even in reality, like, you fight that man or you yell or scream at her, is that going to change her mind? Is that going to change her decision? um or are you going to sit there and be yelling on the top of your lungs looking crazy and it still ain't going to change nothing? So I have like, so that's how, when I was writing it, and I also wanted to shed a light because I tell people this all the time, um that sometimes you and that person can have a good chemistry, good vibe, everything, but y'all just not meant to be with each other, and that's fine. That's the whole point of dating and getting to know each other and being with someone, to see if we can always go the next step, or if it's the person. And it's okay if that person's not. Everybody's not meant to be, everybody that you come across is not really meant to be your person.
They not. And then
You
I feel
know?
like you communication played a big role in your
Yes.
books.
Yes. That's one of my things, is when it comes to relationship, it plays a big part. Like low key, I always wanted to be a marriage counselor. But no, but communication, like with Worth the Risk, it was all about when it comes to relationship, communicate. When it comes to you, knowing that you were like you worthy of being loved and you're like what you want is not far fetched. And when it comes to Simone, with a relationship is one, communicate, but the type of communication that I want to show people is y'all have to have the serious conversations when you first get with someone and get to know someone. I think when we first get with someone, we're wrapped, you know, up with this person. We're just in our own bubble, but we actually never have the important conversation. We never discuss with each other what we see, like what is our version of a relationship, or what we see us doing. What happens is basically shit happens. If we keep it real, like stuff happen, like, oh, we wind up pregnant. So this ties us together. Oh, we say we gonna go move in with each other because it seems like that's the next step. But did we ever discuss if that's something that I want to do? No. See, we people only start discussing that stuff when it gets to that point or whatever. We don't discuss finances. We don't discuss anything. It's like we only discuss it when it happens. And sometimes you be too deep in the relationship, shit happens, and we just gotta roll with
Do
it.
you feel like these conversations should be had on like a first date so that all of this can be laid out in the open, or do you think that maybe a few dates should be in before you make your intentions known? Because you may not even like that person. Like, when does this conversation? It comes into play. Like, when does this conversation? When should it happen? When should it start?
I feel like having the serious talks should happen when you guys, I would say, because they always say when you by the sixth date, this person know if they want to be in a relationship with you. So I feel like by your fourth or fifth date, because that means that y'all been hanging out for a while. That even means that y'all also been talking and texting frequently. I feel like it would be time to, where do you see, like what do a relationship look like to you? So it won't get no wires crossed, because, and this is just from me from personal experience. Like I was with someone for 8 years, and this person wanted to, get engaged, want to have a child. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. That's not what I see a relationship. Like that's not my version of a relationship now. Like I don't want that. I don't even want to move in. I felt like even us moving in was me kind of compromising with him wanting to move in, but it's nothing that I personally wanted to do. And that comes with a lot of resentment, especially a lot of like, kind of heated disagreements and stuff. And even one time I was even being asked, like, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to get married. You don't want to have a child. What are we doing here? And that's when it hit me like, okay, these conversations need to happen like way before we 8 years in. And we about to have this conversation. And no, that's not what I want. So I do feel like yes, is especially like if y'all on the verge, because I do feel like people know when they on the verge of, I'm kind of feeling this person, like we might be together. We need to have that discussion.
I'm nosy as hell. Cause hold on, you you was with somebody for 8 years and you told them people you want to move in. And you ain't wait what?
Listen, let me tell you. Okay, so this auntie here done lived a life.
Cause this is giving Simone. Cause I'm like, wait, hold up, TG. Cause it's you, Simone.
This like I have lived. I got married young, got divorced young, and
Okay.
Like during that experience in my marriage, I compromised a lot. I relocated. I gave up my job. I got a school. Like I compromised a lot for this marriage. Where I lost myself. And, then becoming a mom within this marriage, like back to back, and just seeing like the things I wanted to do, it just was getting buried deeper and deeper as I'm in this relationship because I'm caring for other people. So once that relationship ended, and I had to, like, literally, when you in a relationship, especially when you living with someone and married,
Hmm.
when that's over, you have to build yourself back up. You used to for so long being a we, and now you become an I. So it's like you have to, like, I had to build myself up. And I got to the point where I built myself up like, this is me. This is all me. So I got in this relationship, and as time go, like we never had discussions. Is like I said, like we started hanging out, went on some dates. We was talking nonstop, been around each other, but just been wrapped up with each other. We wasn't having those conversations. And then when it got to it, like 4 years in, we should move in together. And I'm looking like I wasn't planning on that. Like
So
I'm
wait, the whole
so
time y'all were dating, there were no talks of the future.
no, it wasn't no talks of that. It wasn't no talk. Like we didn't talk about what we want in a relationship. So because that's not what I saw a relationship as. Like I didn't see that in with me in a relationship as far as, moving with each other. And then, he's like, I wouldn't mind having, a child. And I'm like, whoa, that's really not gonna happen. So that's why I kind of that's what I wanted with the space between, because I experienced that we have to have these conversations. So when that relationship ended, and I got, started talking and dating this guy, that was like one of our main talks. What do a relationship look like to you? Because to me, I want to have my own space. I want that person to have his own space. And we kind of visit each other worlds. I don't want to get married. I've been there. I experienced that. I don't even want to live with no one.
And that's
Because
crazy because this goes against society's
yes,
norms.
yes.
Like, society says you should date, you should get married,
Mm-hmm.
join everything should be together. Then the man supposed to lead, and then y'all supposed to have
Mm-hmm.
kids. And so now you come in and showing this new way
Yes.
of dating that works for you and like what worked for Simone. But
Mm-hmm.
eventually, it's you choosing yourself first, though.
Yes. And choosing yourself and sticking with your boundaries. Because I think when you do something that you want to do, and not that I'm doing this for someone else. And in my marriage, I felt like every decision I made, I was doing it for someone else, not something that I want to do. You kind of like, when it ends, you have so much, like, I was so bitter because I'm like, time wasted. And I don't even know where to go from here. I don't even know how to start over. What do I do? Because I've been wrapped up, or connected with this person. And I for the longest time in our relationship, it wasn't an I at all. So um what people don't discuss, and I don't want to be a person like, oh, relationship could end, but the reality is that some marriages do end, and people don't really talk about the recovery from that and building yourself up. They could talk about you falling in love again and having a second chance romance, like, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't talk about what you do for you to build yourself back up after it,
This or
and hmm
the space
hmm
between you being divorced and then finding yourself and then actually finding love or somebody who's
yes.
compatible with you.
And it's the healing, it's the unhealed part, it's the growth. And I just feel like when you stick to what you want and your boundaries, that person gonna come. When you choose you, everything else fall in place. And always choose you, because if shit go right or go wrong, you still gonna feel good because it's something you wanted to do. It's something you wanted to try out, not me compromising or me doing it for someone else.
And then at the end of the day, like Chef, like even when she chose herself, like I guess you just have to find somebody who's willing or who is able to accept that part of you or accept you on your terms. I guess it's kind of like meeting you where you're at. Because I felt like
Yes.
that's what Chef did. He met
Yes.
her like he didn't have any expectations. He just wanted her.
Yes. Yes. And that is my number one thing. That's what I tell people all the time. If that when that person come, and this go for whoever, that person will meet you where you at. You would never feel like you have to, you have to shrink for this person, or I have to compromise my boundaries and what I want. No, this person will meet you where you at, you know.
And then April said she loved Shelps off the page's character development. I did too, because and she said we can see how he changed based on Simone's perception, like because those Denny's days.
Yes.
Like my boy was scared to speak up and he missed his chance the first time, but I guess on his second go round, he was like, I had already seen you. Well, it ain't even like she passed over on him because he didn't even step up to the plate to be a contender.
hmm Exactly.
So, and he watched her. It's the way he described her first GI Joe, the first husband, and it seemed
Yes.
like he was outgoing and everything. But and now I'm wondering, would he have been able to, like, would it have worked at that age that they were then? Because she's grown so much, like.
hmm
But the them that they were back then, would they have been able to make it last? Hey, he spoke up and said something when she got married.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you just never know. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna take a shot at it and say no. I do feel like I am a believer that when you come across this person again, the second go round, it's like really meant. And maybe that first chance, that first time didn't happen because it wasn't gonna last. Like, y'all two was not meant to be together. Yeah, y'all was in each other life and y'all was meant to meet each other. So that second time come around, it feel much easy. But y'all probably had a lot of growth, that you had to do in order to be right for each other. And so with Chef, his growth was, he speaking up more. He like, I'm going after what I want. And that's why when it came to Simone, like, he reminisced, like, I fumbled her when we was younger a couple of times. Like, he fumbled her before she went to college. And then he fumbled her where he didn't say nothing, and he watched her like he basically, you know, she got married on him and
And
had
I
kids.
and I guess he like this third time.
Yes, like, no, I'm not messing it up. And it wasn't his intention. Like, his whole end game wasn't his whole end game was to get Simone, but it wasn't no pressure. Like he said, I'm not pressuring her or nothing. I'm just standing here, and if it's right, she'll come right to me. And that's what he just stood there. Like, when she was going through something, he was her voice of reason. He was, let her know that what she want or her version of a relationship is not crazy. Like he told her, this is like you only get one blueprint. You do what you want to do for you. So he was just that support.
And he
So
showed her she was still in control. Because I know she probably
yes.
felt like, it seemed like she felt like she didn't have a lot of control with her, for even with her watching how her parents' relationship was.
Hmm.
Like, and I think that affected her a lot too, because she had the standard of what society or how her parents' marriage was. And then I was just kind of like, but you seen how your mom was with your dad. It didn't register or be like, I don't want that, because she don't know who she is without him. So I don't want that.
No, because they got her first marriage. It was she was young and going like we basically we first get our first, how can I say, blueprint or version of what a relationship is by watching our parents. So she watched her mother like just tend to everybody else and not herself. Never did what she wanted to do. Like her life revolves around her father. So her watching that, like, this is what I supposed to do. Like, you fall in love, you get married, find somebody to take care of you. But when you get in that about, like, like she done miss out on job opportunities. She had to rebuild herself up. And let me tell you, rebuilding yourself back up is not nothing that happened overnight. So it's a lot. But that's like she you see that, from she see that from watching her mother. And she always felt like this not what I want. But at first it's like this not what I want, but this is what I have to do. And I also want to touch on that because, like my mother generation and my grandmother generation, that's basically how it was. Like you go meet a guy, get married, have kids.
And that's that.
Hmm. So
And it
it's
was,
like,
like you said, generations. And like her kids were able to, she didn't even realize her kids were able to tell when she basically
hmm
had a mask on.
yes. But ain't that's the truth. Like when we was younger and we knew when our mother was stressed out, we knew when our father was stressed out, we know, like, especially as daughters, we have that feeling when something not right with our mother, or we see like she's, not doing what she want to do or not living life for her. And no matter how much your mother try to mask it and try to make sure like tell you everything is fine, we feel it. So I wanted to touch on that too with Simone and her daughter, with Michaela. Like I wanted Michaela to put that mirror to Simone's face, like let her know you're not, like, your mask is not fooling me.
I wish you would have told that to her mama.
Look, like Savon had to let her mother know. Her mother told, you saw mom was like, I don't want you to get hurt. She like, I will be fine.
Yes.
I would be fine, but I'm not going to be in those situations that I don't want to be in. I don't want to, you know, be with this person and this is what he wants. Like she even told Maurice, like, you deserve to be with someone who want the same things that you want.
Yeah, and I love that she actually said that, and they had like a little amicable split. But I was like, when it happened, I said, "Girl, you gonna fuck him up for the next woman? You gonna mess him up? Cause now he gonna carry that hurt." But the way they talked it out, I felt like she let him realize that it wasn't on him. It was her and what she wanted. And had they
Hmm.
communicated what they wanted in the beginning, they wouldn't have gotten to this point where his feelings.
Yes.
They could have just been fooling and playing around.
They like, yeah, went had got this far, or she would had known what his expectations, or she would had, he would had known what she wanted. So yes, and communication be the number one issue in a relationship. we like we either have different communication styles and don't come together, and or we don't talk about the things we need to talk about. And maybe it's because, we probably like, oh, I fear how this going to end up, or don't want no conversation to mess up the mood. But certain conversations need to be had.
before it comes to a blowing point, because it seems
Yes.
in both, and I like how you highlighted it too, like in both books had a conversation been sat down and
Mm-hmm.
had before it got to like the boiling point. I
Yes.
said, this lady day she's slick, girl. Show us these different styles of communication.
Yes, yes, yes. The need to worth the risk, the community, like the communication was not there as far as, Jalen expectation. Like, I want you to be present, and Denise wrapped up in, her career. It wasn't no, neither one wanted to kind of compromise
Mm-mm.
with the other. They wanted it their way. Um, and that's just not how it works. Like, you have to kind of come together. It's like a business agreement with a person. And I always say that a relationship is like a business agreement. We have to come together on some terms. And with Simone and Maurice, they just didn't communicate, had the important conversations. Like, it never just was a had. They just thought, like, even Maurice told Simone, like, this is what's supposed to happen. We get together, we move in, merge, like, this is what's supposed to happen.
But
But
then we
no.
ignore so many signs, because there were so many signs that had he been paying attention, he should have been like that. Like when I say communication was like a big,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, because when you asked her about moving in the first, that was not your first time asking her about living together, and even about moving to a whole other state, and she was just like,
No.
no, I don't see myself. Like it wasn't a conversation had of like maybe, and she shut it down. Like he was like, well, we can talk about it later, and she was like, no, I don't see myself.
Yes. He caught her off guard when he's out. She was like, hold on now. Like, when I was right there in my head, I had her whole facial expression and everything. She was like, hold on, I'm not moving to no Nashville.
How did these characters like? Did you hear the voices? Like, how did you come up with these? How did you
Yes.
write these?
Like, I had well, it was easy because I had inspiration from people that I know and from experiences that I experienced. So a lot of stuff just played in my mind as this thing go. But Maurice and Chef was inspiration for people I know. So that what gave me like the vibe of them. So that's why I was like, while I was writing, I wanted to why choose. I'm like, the chef that, the person that I got the inspiration from for chef would not go for that. And I'm just hearing the voice in my head, like, hell no, I don't share. And that's the same like with Simone, I mean with Maurice. I'm like, he didn't, about to fight chef at the event because my inspiration for Maurice, he don't carry himself like that. He'd rather like step off and leave you there
Like before I
with
embarrass
your dad.
myself, I'm just gonna exit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just leave you there and just basically shut down.
Baby, like I said, these characters were and I love that everybody had a professional. Everybody had a big girl job.
Yes.
We were lawyers. We were professional planners. We
uh,
had art galleries. Like, ma'am,
yes.
when people read your books, what do you want them to take away from it?
Oh, I want them. I want them to, when they close my book, when they leave, when done reading that last word. I want them to just feel a good feeling. I want them to really like have a moment and reflect on some stuff. I want them to feel love. Like I said, this is geared towards, my women. Um, I want them to feel like what I want, I'm desired to like my desires and everything is not too far fetched. I can have it. I want them to feel like, okay, Denise, Simone, Dania, Jalen, Chef, these are people that I know. These are, stories
Ooh.
that, I like me and my friends done experience. So I want y'all to feel satisfied. Also, a little bit, I want more, but emotionally satisfied. That's like, yes, I want y'all to feel all the feels.
And look, you answered one of the, and I said you answered one of the questions because I was like, how the heck does she write like these? It read like it wasn't fiction.
Hmm.
Like we actually knew these people. I felt like a connection. Like we actually knew these people. Like it was like our cousins, or it was like
Yes.
real life situations. Like I said, I'm used to reading fiction where because you be like, I know shit like that happened, but like when you read, you know how you read something and you're like, ain't nobody doing this shit in real life. But
Yes.
your book was so realistic that it was just like, this is like somebody is going through this. Like somebody is tied up in their emotions, and it wasn't over dramatic. It was literally like real life, like a real life movie, like a reality show. Like somebody was following
Yes.
around. Have you ever had a reader to reach out and tell you that their views on like relationships or anything has changed from reading these stories? Because I feel like mine has.
Yes, you know what? I always like people, the readers will slide in my DM and I love it. So don't I love every comment, every message that I get in my DM about every book because one, it gives me something to think about. It gives me like, okay, I'm gonna add this in. It gives me like, the feels too. But
Hmm.
yes, I always get told like, oh my God, you had me thinking um that a lot. Like especially for the space between a lot of messages that I've received was, you got me sit here thinking now, or this was just so good, or you have me, knowing to choose myself. So I love it. I even love the next time you gotta make it longer. I need a 400-page book. Like I even love those. So yes, yes, I love you guys. Like I love the readers. I like, yes, I love it.
It
So
made me happen to go. I said, shit, I need to take me some notes and question some. Let me write down what I need to communicate more in my marriage because I need to open my mouth a little bit. Because black people don't talk that much anyway.
mm-hmm.
Like, and we hold a lot of stuff in. But I was like, it made me reevaluate myself. Like, do I need to talk more open? Like, is there anything I need to
Communicate,
hmm.
yes.
Like, do I need to look within myself? Like, am I missing? I don't feel like I'm missing anything, but it just makes you
Mm,
question yourself. Like, are you missing anything? Are you feeling like are you wrapped up in your kids and your family so much that you're missing out, or you letting everything revolve around them? Like, it just makes you
mm-hmm.
step back to be like, is this me? Like, not so much as the relationship between, but
Yeah.
am I Simone that I am so immersed in everything, making sure everybody else is good, and then I'm forgetting about me.
Yes, and that's the whole thing. Like I love the romance part. Like I want people to love and get the feels for the romance aspect of my book, but I really want them like this is really to have you thinking. Like my serious love is complicated. And the love that I'm talking about is not, being with another person. The love I'm talking about is you. Because the biggest complication that I feel that a person go through, or the biggest like um question and pull that they have is regarding their self. because we feel guilty if we choose ourselves. Am I selfish if I do this? Or, I don't want this person to have this type of access to me, but I don't want to, be painted as a mean person or this and that. Like, the biggest complication we had is choosing ourselves. Even if it's like, I don't want to go to this event, I just want to stay home. That's your free will. Like, that's a form of self-care. Like, every time, you never go wrong by choosing yourself and doing what you want to do.
And it's almost like when I think people feel guilty
Mm-hmm.
and selfish if they like staying home, and then when you're at home and you chose to stay home, then it's like I could have been there. I could have been like your mind is wondering instead of still
Mm.
just shutting down and taking that time for you.
Yeah, it's like, no, take that time for you. Like, when people be like, oh, I want to go here, but I never did. Go. Take that time for you and go explore the city. Go, to that restaurant you want to go to. Take that weekend trip that you wanted to take.
Child,
So yes, and stand on business. Like, if I want X, Y, and Z, and this, if my expectations is X, Y, and Z when it comes to a relationship, that's exactly what I'm standing on.
we getting a whole free therapy session. A whole free session.
Because we have to, and it's hard at first, but I'm telling you, once I started choosing myself and doing what I wanted to do, oh, I sleep so much better at night.
Child, so do all you write is just romance, or have you ventured into any other genres?
So right now, like, so far my books has been romance, except for One Night Only. I would kind of call that women's fiction, a little bit of urban. Um, but yes, I do want to try other, lanes. So we'll see. But one thing for sure is going to be geared to more towards my women. So, but yes, I have a couple of things coming up that I'm excited, and it'd be different um from what I've been writing. But yeah.
So what's next? Cause it's a big friend group. Is Dania next? I
Yeah,
told y'all
Dania
else.
next. Dania is next, y'all. Dania is next, and um, we're gonna see if y'all like Dania.
Wait a minute now. Cause what
I've
Dania
heard
about to be
that.
doing?
Like, yeah, Dania is she's about, to take it there. So we gonna see. I ain't gonna give too much, but we gonna see. Y'all might be like, damn, Dania, like, I'm a little disappointed. She gonna get it together. Hey, y'all probably be shaking y'all head
Oh
at some
hell.
parts. Yes. So yeah, Dania is coming next. So I have Dania coming. That'll be sometime next year.
Next year.
Yes, that'll be sometime next year.
What?
Let me tell you. So the reason why I did it, because look, my mother had a whole talk with me about this. Like, next year. Oh my God. But the reason why is because I have book two from Club Venus. It's a follow-up from One Night Only. That's dropping later on this year. And
Okay.
then I'm a holiday person. So I'm coming out with my holiday collection. And we basically get a prequel of Dania before her book come out. So we kind of get like, okay, a little start of a little inside look of the foolishness she's about to bring,
Not
and
foolishness.
yeah, in the holiday collection. So yes, and then with her book drop, Everybody be ready. Everybody be like, okay.
I feel like you
Yeah.
setting us up. You setting us up. Cause book one was like real mild and stuff. You ease us
uh,
into it. And then book two, you had us side eyeing Simone like,
hmm
and now book three, you said Danielle finna be wilding out.
Yeah. So I feel, I have to turn it up a notch each book that, gets released, especially with the friend group. Cause then it's gonna set up for all the other stories that I want to tell. So they coming out with their own book, but that is not the end of the friendship group. That's just the start. Like Simone book is not the end of her story. That was just like a start of it.
Lord have mercy. And I love
Yeah.
how we still can keep up with Denise. Like, so I
Yes.
can see, like, we still can see what they doing with little Blake. Little peanut head baby. Girl, you done had you a baby. Finally got you a girl, look
Yes.
at them.
Finally got her baby, man.
And before I let you go, ooh, I was up crying because I said, I know you lied to me. Baby, broke. Ooh, you broke me down. I said, what the heck?
What happened with the father?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not I was like, nah, cause we gotta see the little peanut head baby, so nah. And then
Yeah.
we didn't even really know yet. And I said, nah. And then when you know how your eyes, I should have been reading with like the paper, and I seen that no, 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 no.
Mhm. Yes. Yes. Cause I just when the father passed, um, it kind of ended up being the kind of bridge that brought Jalen and Denise together. Um, and then it's like, okay, we gotta get it together. We gotta like, it's something bigger happening. So yeah, I had to bring that bridge because Jalen
Told
was giving my
us.
girl the coast shoulder.
And then I was like, okay, now little boy, because I had to little boy him real quick. Because you know you. Hold on now, little boy, because you came out the hood real strong. And then now you want to backpedal. And she read his ass. Oh, she read him. Like, you're not
Yes.
fighting for nothing. You
Yes.
running.
Yes. Because let me tell you, I'm up here writing this story. And I don't know what feelings I'm gonna get until I get into the situation. Like I have an outline. Like I would have it on my board as what I want to happen in this story. But I don't know how it's going to unfold until I'm writing it. So at this scene, like I knew I was gonna have it where she showed up to his reopening of his shooting range. But at first my intentions was they was gonna make up there. But while I was writing, I said, oh hell no, like I'm gonna need Denise to put him in his place because the whole time, like Jalen, like you the issue. Like he even had sex with her and roll out. Like
Ooh, that
you
made
remember,
me
like
so
yes,
mad.
like Denise has been sparing him. So no, just like she got some flaws with her, you're not perfect. So I wanted Denise to like, yeah, put him in his place. Like, dude, you have been running when shit don't go your way, you roll out. And I ain't even know like when I was writing those scenes, it didn't click to me until I was writing the scene at the shooting range. When she pop up, that I was like, I'm thinking back, like this nigga been running. This whole time it's all over here. Right? Like, how long he been? When things don't go his way, I'm just thinking back to the picnic. When she like, let's just take it slow. All that stuff, like when stuff
The
didn't go
baby
his way, he got mad.
shower, when they mentioned it about the,
Yes.
I said when he did it, I said, motherfucker, don't embarrass me for my friends now. Cause hold
Yes.
on,
See, I was like, mm-mm.
and then it's the fact that people caught it, like,
Yeah.
boy.
Yes, like if you don't cut it out. So I had to have Denise put him in his place. Then I had to have Chef come around and put him in his place too. Like both of y'all are not communicating.
And
Y'all
I
not.
said, Chef, be quiet. Get over there and get your. When I went look back, I said, Chef, shut up, shut up, and go get your woman, cause you over here giving all this relationship advice, and your nonchalant ass over here just
Yes.
cool. Like what? I was like, Chef is just too cool. Like when they had met at the party, and then Denise was like, "Why do you seem familiar? Or do I know you from somewhere and stuff?"
Uh-huh.
And Chef was just too cool. But you over here giving relationship advice, Chef, shut up, because we didn't even know you talk this much.
Yes, like because he been real, yeah. You saw. Let me tell you, my friend when she read it, she was like, I was wondering why when they was at the hospital, he was all stern and talking about it's somebody he see that he know. She was like, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be Simone. I had a feeling. I can't wait for book two. I knew it was gonna be Simone.
Baby, and then Chef sounded like you want to say about them twins and stuff, like they should have been his. Cause
Yes, he like, look. He was like, when he asked about it, like, don't act like because you had him with somebody else, I can't ask about him.
cause they basically mine, cause they yours.
Yes. Like, that was the whole plan. They were supposed to be mine anyway.
Man, you ate these books up. Do you hear me?
Thank you.
And it's the fact that I took my own nappy head ass in there blind. I gotta start reading the synopsis and preparing. Cause I was not. I just love April. She was just introducing me to so many new little things and stuff. Cause like I said, I'm a dark romance girly through and through.
Hmm.
I like toxic shit. I like
Yes.
like the banter, the back and forth. But these characters said, "You're not gonna get that over here, sweetheart. We finna heal, and we're gonna heal healthy."
Yes. Just a clean little pilot for you, just something for you to kick your feet and enjoy,
I felt like this is
take
a
a
good
break.
fall read. Like I should have been like cozied up with my mug and my blanket by the fireplace.
Yes, just so yeah, just
A
some
cozy
things like
read.
I understand because I love my toxic reading. Okay, I love my toxic reading. I love the man to be like, oh, you talking to him? You about to get him killed or
And
just
look,
kill him in front of me.
let me tell you how toxic I said, girl, take your ass to bed. I was to the part to where they were at the club and we seen Lamar bitch ass in his old
Yeah, his
and I just
baby mother.
knew cause don't come over here with no smirk.
Uh-huh. And
Cause
come
y'all could have
introduce
just,
yourself.
yes, y'all could have just chose not to see me and kept it
Hmm.
cordial. But y'all come up, I said, oh, I know some shit about to pop off. Jalen brought his old mature ass over there. This
Yes.
the nigga that fought with you, and that was it. I said, what?
Yes, and gave her that kiss back on that ass and said, baby, our table was ready. And left him there because at the end of the day, like, yeah, you played in my girl face, but she got somebody. You ain't the only one that got somebody on your arms. Like, she got somebody, and she got somebody new. So,
Baby, I said I'm used to the pettiness. I want them to go back and forth like, yeah, and he got his own business, and he got
yeah.
like I don't know, and he younger than you with your old ass.
Yes.
But that was it. Like they was so cordial. Like it was just like I bossed up, like I got better. You say where it's your leftovers, what you went back to.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be over here.
We gonna keep it pushing.
And they ignored them like the whole, like it bothered her for a second. And then Jalen called
Mm-hmm.
her attention, and it was just like, I
Yes.
said, my petty messy ass. I said, calm down, cause this ain't it. I had to tell myself, like, you
Yes.
low key messy, like you was low key messy. I said, I think
Yes.
I,
And so it was, yeah. That is saying, because I feel like if Jalen, it would have been easy for Jalen to entertain it and, make the situation worse. But for him to be like, one, to validate her feelings, like, yeah, it's cool for you to feel that way. You should feel that way. Like, I understand it. But also take her mind off of it.
that's where the little healthy healing came in
Mm,
at. Cause I
mm-hmm.
said, that's why I said this is real mature and healthy. Cause the way that he didn't even look down on her or felt any type of way from her feeling a way about that situation. Like he
Mm-hmm.
validated her feelings and stuff. And I said,
Yes. Yes, that young thing that, Denise used to the suit and tie and the cufflinks, and she got this young thing that come with jeans and sneakers and a black tee.
and crab legs on the first date.
Yes. Take you to Krusty Krab, honey, and don't feel bad about it. Like, he was like, yeah, we here to connect, to talk, to, if I take you to a fancy restaurant, we ain't, that's a distraction.
In her all white
Yeah.
suit and heels.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
And then I love how he didn't downplay his mom, his baby mama, his child's mother.
Mm-mm.
He didn't like play, like he took responsibility of his part of why they failed and stuff. Like I said, this is real. Like you did. I see what you did there.
Yeah, yes, yes. And I made it with his baby mother, with his ex-wife, with Amber. I wanted to make sure I made it like it was none of that type of drama. Because Denise just came out that situation with Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
So for Jalen to also have the same thing coming going on would have been crazy. Okay. So I did not wanted to do that. I wanted her to, see that he have an ex-wife, keyword ex-wife, because Lamar wasn't, he was just separated from
Separate. And I
his.
didn't. And when I seen that, I started. I wanted to pop. I said, I wish I was by her so I could slap her damn neck. Cause girl,
Uh-huh.
separated. You,
Uh-huh. Yes.
ma'am.
But this man is fully divorced. He have a good co-parent relationship.
And
It's
he
nothing
made
like
her feel
that.
secure at that party.
Yes.
Like he let her know, like this ain't that. Like I see you over here, and you look like you feel some type of way,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and
this is not
included
him.
her. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And even when Amber, it came like, she greeted her and stuff and kept it like that. It wasn't no issue because he told her, I'm nothing like your ex. And he was
Even when
nothing
she
like
had,
him.
and I said, she got, you can tell she been through some stuff because I felt like she was like, she heard the little smirk and the little underhanded
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and I'm like, girl, you letting that past trauma roll over into this, and this don't seem like that.
Uh-uh. But we so quick, to think that way. Even her friends, they was like, you cool with that? Or whatever, but he was nothing, no. Nothing like Lamar. So I wanted to make sure I tied like with that. Like, mm-mm.
And then you show how a working woman can still maintain her relationship.
Yes. Like, let me tell you, a lot of people told me with Denise, all Jalen wanted was for Denise to just be there. And she just kept choosing her career, over Jalen. And I'm like, no, this is a big ass case. Like,
Mm-hmm.
This would take her to the next level. And I feel like I was not going to have Denise feel like she had to choose between being in a relationship and her career. Because when we're in a relationship with a man, we roll with it. We understand this is his career. Like
Hmm.
it's rarely like we don't have him choose or stuff like that. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna have like my girl is not gonna have to choose when it comes to her career, and Jayla gonna have to deal with that and get
And
over it.
I said it's crazy because it's not like you don't know where she's at or what
Mm-hmm.
she's doing. And the fact that
Mm-hmm.
in the end you even congratulated her and then you felt some type of way after what you did, after you did what you did and how you broke it, and then you were mad because you only got a reaction.
Uh-huh. And then
Like
get that whole cause ain't that like a man? They think that when they have that access to you, like they always have that type of access to you, and they feel like, oh, they could send a congrats text, and that's the open
I'm
for
just
us
supposed
to
to start
start
back
back
talking.
talking.
Yes, or pick
Mm-mm.
back up. Like, no. And she
Yes.
let him know, like, no. And then when she finally did let him back in, nigga, look what you did.
Uh-huh. Yes. So it was like,
This was
nobody.
good.
She hit that like on that comment and kept it moving. He was heated. I said, yes.
I said, look at him in his feelings. He can't even pay attention to the night because look at him. Look at him.
Uh-huh. Was in his feelings there. He was in his feelings when he was at that event and she was up there with Dante.
And I'm petty, so I ate that. Ooh, I ate that up. Ooh, I ate that up. And then he came out like, you ain't getting no Uber. I'm finna drive you home. And then he gonna ask
Uh-huh.
her, is that, have you moved, like, are y'all together? Are you sexting him?
Uh-huh.
Don't ask me. We ain't together no more. Don't ask me who I'm with or what I'm doing.
Yes, you heard like that ain't none of your concern. We are not like, no, we not gonna play that game.
Oh,
We are not
man.
gonna play that game.
When I say you ate down on these books and told us
Thank
something, like,
you.
we weren't just reading just to be reading. Like, you. Mhm.
No, I just want some things to sit with people like when after you get done reading my book, I want you to feel all the feels. I want some things to sit, on your mental. I want all that. Yes.
Honey, I said I definitely want to read more of this. Hmm. So, do you have any events or anything coming up?
Next weekend I will be in New York for Pages in the City. So I will be there, and then and next month I will be in Baltimore for Indies and Bookworm event.
Okay,
So yep, and that wrap up my book event season
you
for
finna be on the
26.
move.
Yeah, so yeah.
So let the people know how they can follow you on your Facebook, your Instagram. I almost said Twitter. You got a Twitter? I don't have a Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter. So you guys can follow me Threads and IG, which is at author SM Love, and on TikTok SM Love underscore rights.
I thank you for sitting down and having a chit
Yes,
chat with me.
yes, girl. This like, look, we had good kiki, and don't get me started because an hour and a half already rolled by. Man, we would have been up here for 2-3 hours. Okay.
Listen, and let me tell you, normally I try to keep these at 35, 45 minutes.
uh
But baby, we done had us a time.
Yes, yes. Like, look, I love to kiki, so please. That's why I be like, when people say time limit, I'm not even paying attention to the time. Mess around, it'll be 3 hours later.
Be there broken up and be like, we be back
Yes,
after this commercial.
yes, yes. Yeah. They will end up ending it, and we like, oh, we're gonna jump right back on.
Cause what? And I gotta have you back. Soon as Zania come out and the other friend groups, we're gonna bring you right on back. Cause we gotta talk
Yes.
about it.
Yes, yes. I could come back anytime, girl.
It's gonna be like a
Anytime.
whole world, ain't it? It's gonna be like a little universe. Do the other
Yes.
novellas like cross over into any of these? We could be still
Yes.
academic questions.
Look, so I am going to do a crossover, but everything is in my universe, so they kind of do link up, or they will link and it will make sense. Like I'm telling you, I'm trying to run a whole power universe over here.
I know that's right. Like I remember them from the
I-
other book and stuff.
yes, like yes. So yeah,
Oh man, you gonna fool around and have a second generation, a second
yeah.
gen, little Blake, and then Simone Lovely.
Yes, but Kayla, like I'm already, thinking about Simone kids, Michaela and Malachi because they like older. So I'm already thinking about them and their storyline and stuff. So yes.
I'm ready for
And
Malachi's point of view because he was real quiet. Like we
mm-hmm.
seen Michaela thoughts and stuff, and then we only seen him when he was just like when he noticed his mom when she
Mm-hmm.
was when she basically like she was already her breakup glow. Was it
Yes.
him that said that?
Yes, yes. And when he was like, he asked her, was she good? And she like, yeah, he was like, okay, because that's how pretty much boys are. Like, you good? Okay. But yeah, we gonna see, Malachi grow. We gonna see Michaela. Yes, I got a whole thing going on. Okay. When I
I'm so
tell you.
excited. Like I said, I'm nosy as hell because why the whole time I'm reading this, they Paul ain't to call to check on them. I mean, his ass, Maurice done been with, it's been like a year now, and we ain't hear nothing
Uh-huh.
about, he
The
ain't
father.
said, yeah, ain't said no money, because she needed to borrow the car. Are you going to send her some gas money?
Yes, like yes. Where the father at? I should have had Simone say that. When she asking for the car keys, where your father?
Yeah, ask your daddy for his car.
Yes, yes. Yeah, the papa is around. He gonna come up.
But when I say it's like a show. Like we gotta wait all this
Mhm.
time for a new season to come out.
Yes. And then in my mind, because I have TV production background, like in my mind, that's basically how I look at my books. It's a
I'm
TV
glad.
show.
I meant to ask. I'm glad you said that again. What kind of TV production stuff we got going on now?
Yes, I have TV production. Like it started in high school. Then when I went to college, I majored in TV production. And then I took the minor in
Hold
psychology.
on.
Yes.
We didn't major in psychology and
The
TV
and
production.
TV production, yes.
Baby, talk about Black Girl Magic.
Yeah. So that's why like when I'm writing, my writing style is like my TV production background. So my books to me are my TV shows and they the season. So Simone is the second season. We get ready for the third. One night only. Their second season about to start.
That makes sense now. How it all played. Like you literally right.
Uh-huh.
Like it was like a TV show.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
see,
Yes.
the more you talk to people and the more they keep on talking, we start to see. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. So that's how, and when I tell people that, they be like, oh, it makes sense with your writing style. Cause I can get sometimes like with my novella, it's real fast paced and it's just quick. So people will be like, it's so like I can the descriptions and I see myself there, but it was so fast paced. And I just learned like being in this space, I learned how to slow my pace down. But that's because it comes from TV production because we like with TV production, the people with in TV, the people see the scenes. But in the book world, like I have to remember to slow it down. Like
I
people
feel like
would
if an
be in the
actor picked
car.
up your book, they would be, especially with Chef, like they would
Mm-hmm.
be able to see his demeanor and read off the
Mm-hmm.
script, like read from the book like a script, like of how he would. I
Yes.
could just see Chef.
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, definitely makes sense now that you say that how it's structured. Yes,
So
honey.
yes, but yes, we gotta come back and like yeah, I gotta come back for the Nia book.
But
Um,
next year, but it won't be out until
yes,
next year.
it won't be out till next year, but I have Club Venus book 2 coming out and the end of September. So
So if we started with these, like me, I started with these two.
mhm.
So I should go to Club Venus next.
Yeah, you can do one night only. And then that gets you ready for the pink room for book 2 at the end of September. So kind of I hope don't nobody fight me. About this. I hope don't nobody.
Why?
I
The
hope don't
end of
nobody fight
September.
me. Yeah.
It's on the cliffhanger. It leave off on a cliffhanger. Thank you,
Yeah,
April.
it do.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It do. But it's a good time.
It's a wait. Did
It,
you say it's a novella?
yes, it's like one night only. It's short, sweet. It take you through there. It leaves you on a cliffhanger. And then, but the second book is going to be a full novel. It's not going to be a novella.
The fact that you said it's gonna take us through there and it's a novella, meaning that it's short, and then we're gonna be left off on the cliff. You're gonna leave us on the cliff, and then in
Yes.
September. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. First introduction, first impression.
Look, this was a good time. Let me tell you.
I enjoyed
Yes.
you.
Yes. I got to come back. You have to invite me back. This was a good time.
I feel like I need a panel, like, cause I need some other women that done dove into these books, into this world. I'm gonna I'm gonna put that together. Like we're gonna need some readers who have read both books, and then when book
hmm
three drop, and then we're gonna come back so we can all. Mhm.
Yes. Look, I would not mind that. Yes.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yes. It would be a good time.
It was a pleasure having you.
Yes, it was so much fun. I'm like, thank you for inviting me. This was so much fun.
I thank you for coming on. Is there anything that you would like readers to take away or know anything about you before we log on off?
Man, it is a fun time here at in the SM Love universe. Like, you step in, take your shoes off, enjoy yourself. Look, it is a fun time. Yeah. I am a fun person. I am, a approachable person. If you want to discuss anything about anything with SM Love Universe, like please send me about to and we be kicking, like I be kicking with the people in DMs and we be just having a good old time. Yes.
She said she open. So you can message her your
Yes,
thoughts.
yes.
That's what I should have did when I was finished. That's what I should have did when I got to that part with the daddy. Because when I tell you, look, let me hush. Let me hush before I start up again. Let me hush. I'm gonna get off of here because it's almost been an hour and 30 minutes now.
Yeah.
Don't start me up again.
Look, and somebody did slide in my DM about Papa. Okay, they was like, "You ain't had to do that to the father."
You did, and it kind of hit home because I lost my dad, and so I was just
Oh,
like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
That was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking. I said she didn't have to do it. Ooh, cause I read on my phone, and
Mm-hmm.
I said, and it was already, I was up late, cause I stayed reading till like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, of course. But if it was my phone, I wanted to throw it so bad, but I didn't want to break my phone.
Please don't, because I feel bad. Like, oh my God, I gotta replace your phone.
Like, let me send her a bill, cause,
Yes. Like, go ahead and send me the invoice. Just go ahead.
cause when I tell you, I was just like, no, no, no. And then the way you wrote him, like he played a big part. Like if
Hmm.
don't nobody else, you got love here, baby girl. Like she was
Yes.
a daddy's
Girl,
girl.
exactly. Yes. She was a daddy's girl. And that's also gonna be one of my main things in this series is I'm gonna show all different types of different relationships, especially with the parent and child, because that the relationship with your parent carries so much, like with how you interact in your adulthood and how you know maneuver your relationships in your adulthood. So yes.
Like I said, you this all I can like the like the old people on it, baby. Ooh, a time was had. A time was
Yes.
had.
Yes. Oh my goodness. This was a good time, a good kiki session. Like I love a good chit chat, trust.
And look, for real this time. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Leave us your thoughts and your reviews. You can comment below. Make sure that you rate our podcast. I would really appreciate it. So, again, I hope you guys have the most amazing night or day, depending on the time that you hear this. Until next time, thank you for watching.
Yes.